Alright, so this is a 1951 Lincoln cent. Alright, now this coin has been double struck and is rotated in collar. You can see that it's not in the best condition. It is graded by NGC at an extra fine 45, but we see that double strike here taking place on the coin. You see that 1951 here on about Lincoln's chest, and then you can kind of see the outline of Lincoln going through there, and then also here on the lettering of the coin on the phrase "In God We Trust," we have that taking place. Now here on the reverse of the coin, you can see that as well. We see that going through 1 cent. You see the other E going through the O and 1. And then you also see the wheat stocks, the lines from the wheat stocks right here. And then you also see that on other parts of the reverse, that's double strike taking place. So the design is double struck and then it is rotated. So you kind of see how it's turned. Alright, so this coin here, as a result of that, sold for over $380. Such a simple thing to look for, and you can definitely tell that this coin was circulated and, it's definitely been a pocket change at some point in time because it's really dirty and stuff. So I can't believe it's been passed up, for that long. And, man, someone made out on this coin. Alright, so I always talk about this. I want to show you guys one from 1955 that is graded at an AU 58. Because no matter, really the condition of the 1955 double die penny, these coins are always going to sell for some pretty good money. So we see the doubling, extreme doubling on the 1955 Lincoln penny. So always look for that on the lettering and on the date of the coin. This coin sold for over $1,600. So if you have it in really, really good condition, it's going to sell for even more. If it's in worse condition, obviously it's going to sell for less. So it all really depends on the grade. If you find a 1955 double die, I would 100% send it to a coin grading company to have it authenticated. Now here is a 1957 D mint mark. Now this is pretty cool. This is a peeled lamination error taking place here on the obverse, the front of the coin. And you can look for this on a lot of different coins. Lamination errors happen on many different coins. So not just, the 1957 penny, but there's tons of, different types of looking laminations out there. So always be on the lookout for strange things like this, because this coin sold for over $110. Not too bad for a 1 cent coin. All right, next up for this Lincoln penny, this is a 1957 wheat penny. And it's been double struck and rotated in collar, similar to the first coin that we looked at. But this one is really difficult to, notice unless you're really probably looking at it underneath a microscope or so. So you can see that there going through the eye, the head of Lincoln, and then on the lettering. And then we also see the lines going through Lincoln's chest there and side shoulder up to his neck. So that is taking place. You can see that this coin has definitely been circulated as well, and this coin sold for over $240. Not too bad there. Moving on to a 1964 double die reverse. Now this coin looks pretty normal. It is graded at a red brown, a mint state 64 red brown. So there's red, brown, and brown pennies. I have a whole video explaining that on my channel, the difference of those. And here's some images of doubling on a 1964 penny, so you can kind of see examples of what that doubling looks like. And as a result of that double die reverse, this penny here sold for over $65. So nothing too crazy, but still a $65 coin. Alright, now the famous 1969 Lincoln cent. Alright, now this coin is graded at an AU 53, and it's got that double die obverse. It looks like it's in terrible condition, right? But this penny sold for over $12,000. So always look for that doubling on the lettering and the date. Same as the 1955. Those are super, super rare coins. The 1969 S double die and the 1955 double die. So man, always be on the lookout for those. Those are gonna sell no matter what. And like I say, in better condition, it can even sell for more money. Alright, so next up is a 1971 Denver minted Lincoln penny. Now we see here on one side, it looks pretty normal, not too much that you would think of. And this has a reverse brockage. We see here on the other side that there's no reverse design. We have the front, the obverse design here, backwards on this coin. And this coin sold for over $2,200, a $2,200 penny. Now here's another 1971 Lincoln cent. Now this one has a double die obverse. So here is some examples of doubling taking place on the 1971 penny. So you always want to look for that doubling on your coins with your USB coin microscopes. I have those available on couchcollectibles.com, by the way. This coin here is graded at a mint state 63 red brown. And this penny sold for over $180. So always keep an eye out for that doubling. Now here is another famous one. I want to show you guys some not so great condition coins in this video. Some of them are, you know, high mint state, but this coin here is a 1972 double die obverse. You can see that it's got damage, environmental damage in this case, but it does have the doubling on the lettering and on the date. Very extreme doubling there. Because of that, this coin sold for over $180, even in that condition. Now, had this been a mint state grade, this coin would sell for thousands. So the condition always matters when determining an end value on your coins. Now, here is the 1976 Lincoln cent. Now this one here is pretty cool. You can look for this on just about any type of coinage really. It's an obverse die break error taking place. We see that big large cut there above Lincoln's head. Really awesome, man. And then here on the reverse, you will see that on the other side where it's going to be faded out because of that mint error taking place on the coin. So this coin here sold for a little over $100. Not too bad for a 1 cent coin. Now this 1980 penny here has a double die obverse. So here's some examples of doubling taking place here on the front of the Lincoln cent from 1980. It is graded at a mint state 62 brown. And because of that mint error, this coin sold for a little over $130. So if you got one in worse condition, may not sell for as much, or one in better could sell for more. Now here's a 1982, love talking about the 1982 pennies, but in this case it is a indent error taking place here on the front of the coin. So pretty noticeable, you know, don't need to really explain much on that one. You don't see nothing here on the reverse. This coin sold for over $75. Now here is a 1983 Lincoln cent, and it is graded at a mint state 62 red brown, and it's got a double die reverse. So here are some examples of doubling taking place on the reverse of the 1983 Lincoln cent. So always look for the doubling there on the back of the coin. And because of that doubling, this coin sold for a little over $100 as well. You know, had it been a high mint state grade, you know, it would have sold for much more money. Here is a 1990 D mint mark. Now this is one of my favorite type of coins. Boy, would I love to come across something like this, because this penny sold for over $5,000. Looks perfectly normal, right? You see here on the front, you know, looks pretty normal. After 1982, they stopped making pennies that weighed 3.1 grams on copper planchets. This is 1990, so somehow a 1990 penny was struck on a copper planchet pre-1983. So if you find a 1990 that weighs 3.1 grams or any other penny past 1982, you might be in for some good money, because like I said, $5,000 for this coin. It is supposed to weigh 2.5 grams or in that area, because they are zinc pennies at this point in time. Alright, so let's move on to the next coin. This is a 1995 Lincoln cent. Looks, you know, kind of damaged on the front, but that is a result of a strike-through error taking place on this coin. So really awesome type of error. You see here on the reverse, nothing really going on. This coin sold for over $130. Alright guys, you know what to do. Don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Check out the videos to the left of me. And until tomorrow, I will see you guys in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.